Well, Governor Mark Dayton has made October Safe Routes to School Month.
Not surprisingly, kids who walk or bike to school are healthier and arrive to class a little more focused. Emma Roscoe is live at Red Pine Elementary School in Eagan, where they're trying to get the kiddies out of the cars and buses and onto their bikes and sidewalks. That's a good thing, Emma.
It is. Very focused we are today. One of the most polluted spots in big cities around the country, guys. This area right here, this is where parents will often pull up idle with their lattes, drop the kids off. Usually a mass of cars. These are some of the most air polluted places in the entire country. And Red Pine Elementary in Eagan has done something about that. They have gotten more and more kids out of cars, and their parents as well, off the school bus, walking and biking to work. I mean, the health benefits are pretty obvious. I think we've outlined them pretty well through the years. And I am chatting now with Dorien Grilley. He is the executive director of Bicylce Alliance of Minnesota. And one of the barriers to more kids doing this at more schools is the lack of safe routes. So that's something that you're concerned about. You're pushing for some legislation to get it in front of the government in 2012. So what's that all about?
Right. We would like to have the 2012 bonding bill include a state-authorized and state-funded program for safe routes to school to complement the federal safe routes to school program for all the obvious reasons.
And could you show us your helmet? You were actually hit by a car last year. I mean, if there's any more personal illustration of safe routes, this may have saved your life, huh?
Yep. Yeah, it did. I was hit by a careless driver who was passing on the right and clobbered me. I spent several weeks in the hospital, but my helmet did definitely save my life.
And I just have to point out the Summit bottle cap rear view mirror. It's a rear view. There's a little... There we go. It's a rear view mirror. Awesome. It's totally awesome.
You can get kid-appropriate bottle caps, too. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I just had to point that out because it's awesome. Now, one of the other benefits of having more projects, putting in infrastructure that makes it safer, whether it's more sidewalks, more pedestrian walkways over busy roads, it's good economically for the state.
Yes, absolutely. Studies around the country have shown that bike pedestrian projects employ more people per dollar spent than road-only projects. So not only is it good for the health and safety of the kids, it's good for the economy too, and the environment.
We're looking to put people to work. Thank you, Dorien Grilley of Bicylce Alliance of Minnesota. Over here, Chris Figueroa is on his way to Seattle, biking cross-country. You're a native Californian.
I am.
You are making a stop here at Red Pine, and one of the reasons is the more kids that you can get on bikes and walking early keeps them out of our healthcare system, because child obesity often leads to adult obesity.
Completely. And right now that costs about $130 million per year just in child-related medical cost. That's taxpayer money that doesn't have to be spent, if we can just keep kids to be healthy. And so as they become adults, that ends up being about $100 billion per year right now in medical costs that, again, doesn't have to be spent. And so if we can get these kids to be healthy and active on their ways to school, we can save them from having a life where around the age of 40 they're going to start pulling out of a medical system that they were never productive enough as a workforce to pay into. And a 2005 New England Journal study showed that kids will lose 10 to 5 years off their lifespan, just by being unhealthy and overweight.
Well, you've got a very important message, and you're bringing it to schools across the country. For my part, I'm not leaving. I don't know where the principal is. I'm not leaving until every single bike rack is filled. How long will I have to wait for that to happen?
We'll fill it up
by 9:30.
We'll have it filled up.
Here's what a principal who he bikes the bike. He doesn't just talk the talk. He bikes the bike.
Yes.
And you got to respect that.
Guaranteed full racks.
All
right over here.
All right. I'm going to bring you a full rack. How's that?
I can't say that's ever been mentioned before on this show, but you've got that to look forward to.
Look forward to that.
You got to deliver the goods, though.
Yes.
And I think she will.
If there's anybody who lives by her word, it's Emma Roscoe.
Right.